All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB, where I watch every single clip and break down the most important ones. Today, we're jumping into Caleb Williams, preseason week 2. We are going to touch on why he looked unstoppable. So without further ado, let's jump into the film. Clip number 1, team. We are rolling. We're going to bump our tight end over, run a little boot slider. I love stuff like this because at the end of the day, it's a really good, what we call P and 10 play, possession and 10. Hey, our first and 10 of the drive. We're going to bump our tight end over. We got 2 tight ends in the game. We got 1 back, 2 tight ends, so we're in 12 personnel, right? I have a feeling we're going to see that a lot from the Bears. Okay, we're going to bump our guy over. We've got our corner here or ultra high. We've got our deep over or over here, and then we've got our slider here. You can either reverse ladder, meaning climb down the ladder 1, 2 to 3, or you can go up the ladder 1, 2 to 3. However they install it, sell the action. Yeah, just easy pitch and catch. Great little 8-yard gain. See, Komet works in the rear view as well. So when I say rear view, what I'm talking about is watch Cole. He's going to dip in here, and then he's going to be in what would be Caleb Williams' almost side mirror or rear mirror, right? If you were driving, right? Imagine it's like slightly behind him to where he stays behind the flow of the defense when they see boot. Right, you turn 94 free because it's what we call a naked, right? You turn him free. We got to beat him with our fake. I just think that's really good stuff. And for me, again, like we said, you really want those. Hey, the offense is moving their feet forward, right? An easy completion. Let's start this drive moving forward. Let's start this drive 1 for 1. Hard sell. Yeah. Look at this line, too, working in unison. Boom, hard sell left. Great job. Great job, great job, great job. Okay, now we've got what I think started getting everybody excited. We got ourselves a little dancer, a little 3x1 dancer. 3x1 all verts, right? Builder trying to disguise this. They're making it look like cover 1, correct? Or they're trying to make it look like cover 1, like he's got the back, some sort of pressure, except he's going to go ahead and spin out. It's going to bail all the way out. Look at that. Komet's got the little bender. We've got the seam right here. We've got the go outside. We got the go out here. At the end of the day, what is it? It's just 4 verts. 1, 2, 3, hitch ball. Yeah. Look how clean his feet are here. Right foot back, so he punches first. Punch. 1, 2, 3, hitch ball. Yes. Exactly what we want. 1, 2, 3, hit shot. That is great. That is a great football. How about Cole Komet getting involved? It's going to be funny when people go from thinking Cole Komet's not a great football player to he's a great football player, and all it changed was a system. 1, 2, 3. Here's something I can tell you I really like just personally watching this too, which I'm assuming you guys want to know because you're watching this video. What I think personally on this is I want you to watch his eye placement here. Just hold that safety right ever so slightly, and then boom, you see that slight reset right there? Going from forehead frontal to tracking Komet. That's great. We want to talk a lot about forehead frontal, meaning keeping your forehead here, because when you think about how the structure, the integrity of the defense, we draw these plays up to beat them as if they stay, on a whiteboard, right? They stay going equal. If you start moving your eyes too far to the right or left, they're almost going to move on tilt to that side. So when we are trying to drive something that, hey, we want this against paper football cover 2 or paper football too high, then you got to keep that forehead front as you're dropping back. Hit that back foot, right, left ball. That's really darn good. Okay, this one we just got DJ Moore backside. I'm starting to do a better job of trying to let these clips run for you guys. This one's just honestly pretty simple stuff. To our 3 receiver side, we've got a little tight outside turn stick. We've got ourselves a hitch, and then we've got ourselves a slot takeoff, right? And then backside, we've just got ourselves a little hitch with DJ. We get cover 3, right? You can see him spinning cover 3. So here, deep third, deep third, deep third. Curl the flat. Caleb just beats him with the throw. That's a good shot. It's a really good shot. Look at the feet from tight. Punch. I'm guessing we want to get that little bit of run out right there. So you see that punch step, hit that back foot. We want to get that slight run out of it, I bet. Let's get back to the wide really quick to just see where DJ was at when he starts to run his feet. This is what we're talking about, right? The feet. Okay, we're going slow-mo. Punch, right, ball. That extra little gather step right there, we could probably get rid of. Just make us a little bit more on time. He does a great job, though, of when he's ever so slightly late, is pulling him further back down the stem. But if we can, I'm sure he's getting nitpicked on that to just be out just a little bit earlier. The tight end getting involved again. This is one of those things that when you think Ben Johnson, you think, hey, what's going to change with the Bears? I think our tight end involvement is going to be substantially better. Man. This is a salty little design. We've got a post here. We've got a little out and up here. Got a little sit or a hank with the deep over. To me, this is just another way of getting to samurai, right? Where you've got the stick at 8 post with the deep over. I'm sure that there's a coverage shell that they wanted this out and up against. Gosh, man, that's just just great stuff. Look at how, this guy, so one, the out and up, how it holds this guy. And then this guy, instead of getting under it, he jumps on the hank route. Just really well designed play to kind of ensure that we're grabbing everyone's eyes that we need to grab. And again, I know it's preseason, right? That's going to be the biggest thing that people say on this video, but I just think, man, preseason or not, going against the 2s, going against the 1s, you're either executing or you're not. And these guys are flat out executing, right? That's what I think, to me, the big takeaway is sure, this is not, we don't have every one in there, right? But all you can do is play against who you're playing against and execute. That's exactly what the Bears are doing. So, to me, I'm one of those guys where it's like, if we're executing, we're executing. So this one, we've got a little run through here. Now, these are always the fun ones to analyze because nobody really knows what the heck's going on. Because you got the safety walked up here. Okay, safety ends up firing. 58-73 are on the double team. Now, is 58 supposed to pop to take this because he's a safety? If they just basically said, hey, we don't think he's coming, because the back steps up strong here, takes on 44. But at the end of the day, we've got 4-on-2 right here. And then we've got a 2-on-1 for this guy and this guy. So to me, it's either we mis-ID'd it, the line didn't account for it. But what I will tell you is I love the fact that he got into scramble drill, created space. And at the end of this, we kind of had a potential look at it, right? We had a potential look at a completion. So to me, it's like you get a run through, you get an absolute clean run through, and you still have a chance to complete it. You know, that to me is, you know, now is it a completion? No. But that's, you know, better than taking a clean sack, I can tell you that. All right, team, it is halftime. One quick thing. If you guys enjoy these breakdowns and you want to support the growth of this channel, I've set up a Patreon account. Every contribution you guys make over there goes right back into making more film breakdowns and helping this thing keep going. I appreciate you guys that are jumping over there. I appreciate you guys that are watching this video. So without further ado, let's jump right back into the film. Team, this is my favorite play from the preseason so far. This is just, on first look, to me, it looked like the ship concept. Okay, ship is short post with a collect shallow. Instead, I think it makes even more sense what Ben paired it with, right? So don't be surprised when you see this pop up in third grade youth football this year when I run it. So we've got our bunch, right? We've got our bunch down here. We're going to inside easiest release. We're going to get vertical. We're on the basic. Boom. Okay. DJ's going to vert release and he's on the out. What we're going to do is we're going to switch release here and we're still going to run the ship, which is the short post. We're just running it with more of a vertical presence on third down to really get sync out of these other DBs, so that we're isolated. And then look, you're going to get this. Look at how hard this is on this guy. He's got to jump out hard because of the switch release, right? Look at him. Jumps out hard. Boom. Now he's out of position. We've already beat him inside. Guess what? You're locked up, man, across the board. You're going to try to play cover one hole against us. Not so fast, my friend. Easy money. That is as good as it gets from a play design standpoint. I like it even more than a traditional ship concept. Caleb's eyes, he peeks the, it looks like he's peeking the, just a quick peek at the backside. I wonder what he's looking at, but boom. You know, shoot, man. And then if you're telling me, hey, Tim, no, actually he puts his eyes there to just slightly, look at 44, just ever so slightly move him off the spot. If that's what he's doing, biscuits, man, I'd be all in on this season. I'd love to see how this thing's drawn up in their book too. Love to see this thing on paper football. If Ben says, hey, flash your eyes against cover one hole, I'd be just tasty. And then finishing. The receiver's finishing. How good is that? How freaking good is that to see a receiver finish? You catch it in space, you got man coverage, run away, make one guy miss in the open field. Okay, we got ourselves a 3rd and 5 now. Just 3rd and 5, easy money. Put DJ Moore in the slot. Let him run a little speed out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gosh. What's our drop here? One skip. Love that we added the one skip to our repertoire. One skip shot. Yep. You can see what they do. They've got a little mesh concept where he's the deep hank, right? He's our shallow runner. We've got the clear out here, the 6-step speed out. You could almost say it's like a Seahawk concept with like a speed out instead of like a sail. But Caleb knows right where he wants to go. One skip, back foot hits, balls out. Great catch by DJ Moore. You put DJ Moore in the slot, you get man coverage. You've got to feel just excellent about that. You've got to feel fantastic about that matchup. Ooh. This is the one where I put late question mark, because for me, concept looks a little busted to a degree. Okay, so what I believe we're trying to achieve is we've got our shallow cross here. Remember, shallow cross stays on the run against man, sits down against zone. We've got our deep hank here, 10 yards, okay? We've got probably an ocean curl here, like an 18 back to 16. And then we've got our swing. I've always read this: shallow to the deep hank, to the ocean, out to the swing. Okay, well, this is a combination footwork, right? 7 hitch, 7 plant for Caleb Williams. Meaning, hey, if it's man to man, we're 7 plant because we're trying to drive this shallow cross runner in front. If it's zone, we're 7 hitch because we want to give him time to settle up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hitch. First and foremost, we got to get our butts across the formation if we're number 84, right? With that being said, it's like I feel like he sits down, we could take him, and then somehow Caleb's, he gets off that, and out to the swing, and I feel like our swing is working too far upfield. So I've got this as a no grade. I wouldn't be shocked if Caleb's getting coached up today on taking 84. I definitely won't be shocked if we're talking to our back about, hey, man, stay horizontal and tempo. Throttle yourself. Don't turn up field so much. Just throttle once you get towards that sideline so we get the horizontal stretch instead of getting blown up. Like, to me, that one, I just feel like I've got it as a no grade. I feel like, hey, are we late to the running back? Is the running back supposed to tempo? Did we miss our first one? There's just too many variables there for me to really tell you. This one we are gonna go right through, but I just want you guys to watch it. Again, should we get super fired up, rocked up about this? No, but I do just love a screen throwaway. If we've got to throw it away, throw it away. Right? Love screen, though. Gotta love screen. Last one we've got for you guys today is we've got the third down roam drop. Oh. Man, this one you get the one-on-one coverage outside. I want you guys to watch that blitz pickup right there. Bang! One skip. I mean, obviously, we could have a better football here. But I do think Rome just got to make that play. Yeah. At the end of the day, we got to make that catch. But all in all, a good day. So why Caleb Williams looked unstoppable, right? Title of the video. Let's wrap it up here. Why do I think is because I think we finally got some coherency from the offensive coordinator spot. Well, really head coach. But for me, it's like I thought the concepts made sense. I think his feet look cleaner. There's still plenty to clean up, right? There's still plenty on our drops to clean up. But man, I'm fired up. I'm excited. I want you guys to comment. You let me know what you thought of his first preseason outing in week 2 for him. But until next time, peace.